Game Kings, The Definition of Game, documentary, coming soon. All right, so off camera, or you could say off the audio thingy, we were talking about, we was going on YouTube looking at like dating coaches and pickup artists and stuff.
And they had ways of proving how successful they are with women.
No, they didn't. But
but the idea was that they were showing themselves
with
beautiful
with
women
right.
that they're dating, and kind of had the faces blurred out. But I'm looking at the video and I'm like, wow, he definitely dates beautiful women. Like that's convincing to me.
Right, and that's the thing. It's convincing to a person who doesn't have experience in the game. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the thing is, I'm trying to teach guys to get to the level where they can sniff out bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
A point you were making is that you never try to show women that you're with.
No, I don't say never. What I'm saying is,
but you don't have any videos like that.
Yeah,
of you like approaching women
right.
in real life,
right.
or anyone you're dating.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody that you're actually dating
right.
is.
And there's a reason for that, because
and I know from personal experience, because I have met some of the women you date, that they are beautiful and cool, but none of them are in your any of your products or any of your
the thing is, one thing is that
stuff.
Well, the thing is, one thing is that some of the women that I would mess with, they have, let's say they have like professional high paying positions.
Yeah.
That if they were to be on camera, even if they're blocked out, because people would still hear your voice and all that other shit and all that other dumb shit, that would be an issue. Also, there are certain people who, engage in certain alternative activities that if people were to know that they engage in those alternative activities,
it could affect you
affect
professionally.
their life.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So,
sure.
which
That's
is why
like you're smoking weed and you don't put it on camera.
I don't smoke weed.
No, I'm saying like
you're like
rhetorically.
As an example, right?
But you know what I'm saying, or like you're out getting drunk and, like you said, just anything that you might do in your personal life.
Right.
I'm saying you rhetorically that you don't need the whole world to know about. You don't need your business partners to see, right? Like, it's just not...
Right. Well, the thing is, it's not to say that, I would never do it, because, I might one day feel spontaneous. I'll be out with a chick.
Be out with
and
someone.
let me turn in this camera.
Right. Let's talk about whatever we're doing.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But you made a really good point about Bill Gates.
Right. This is what I was saying. Because this is the thing. What I can't do is this. I can't teach people how to be on point in the game and at the same time do goofy shit. You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, if I'm sitting there filming all of these chicks that I'm with, that's goofy shit. Why? Because one, I'm putting the girl on the pedestal. I'm making the girl the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm the main attraction. Shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. He said that sometimes he doesn't even want a woman to take a picture with him, because he's like, I don't even want certain women, I don't even want certain people knowing I know this woman, unless I sort of like, I know she's cool. Because like he's saying, let's say I take a picture with a chick, and then this chick is on some bullshit, and then they're like, oh, you know this chick? You know what I'm saying? So he's like,
now you're associated.
Exactly. So he's
and
like,
it becomes like this part of your brand, and it has a negative.
Exactly. So he's like, he's the main attraction, not the chick. You feel what I'm saying? And so so what I mean is that I can't teach you good game and then do goofy shit. So what I mean is I can't tell you to understand that you're the main attraction and then showing the girl as the main attraction. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I was using the example of Bill Gates, where I was, and rappers, where I was saying that, a person, let's say, for example, a person you know, he sees a rapper with a bunch of chains, bunch of jewelry, a nice car, and the rapper is basically saying, hey, look, I'm rich. I want you to know I'm rich. Look at all this money and jewels I got. I'm making it rain and all this stuff. So you're like, oh, cool, that guy's rich.
That guy's fucking
right?
rich, yeah.
But then a person may see someone like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett just wearing like a t-shirt and some jeans and some regular sneakers.
Which they do.
Right?
And why would they do that?
Well, they don't got to prove they're rich. You see what I'm saying? And then, someone who's slow will say, man, who the fuck is this Bill Gates guy? He ain't rich. Where his jewelry at?
Yeah.
Where's the receipts of his diamonds and his cars and shit? You feel what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying where, you know, all of that extra stuff is goofy because you're doing it to try to prove that you have it. See, when you have it, you don't need to prove it. When you don't have it, you need to prove it because you want people to think you have it. You see what I'm saying?
But if people want to follow a dating coach, they want to believe that he has it.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if you're not going to stoop to proving it, how do people know that you're someone worth following? Because
they hear, well, few things. One, they actually hear the testimonials from real people who do the work. Meaning like, so for example, on my live stream, I do Bad Boy, you know, I do a live stream and I talk about my Bad Boy membership. And I have people who call in and say, yo, I was on the membership. I did this. I got this girl now. I'm fucking with this girl. That's the actual receipt. You feel what I'm saying? And two, and this is what I always tell guys, and this goes for not even me, but any other coach, pickup artist, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You have to meet these motherfuckers in person. So
meet the coaches?
In person, yes. Because what you need to do is you have the only way, this is literally the only way. This is the only way. There's no other way to do this besides meeting the coach in person. The only way is you have to meet them and be with them in real time.
Yeah.
So what I do, and this is what I've done,
so true.
you know, plenty of times when I've coached people in person, you know, I've coached people after seminars or whatever. We went out to meet women. I've been in situations where I've, you know, even met guys randomly out. People recognize, like, yo, Mr. Lucario, and I'm out there with them. So in real time, they can see that it's
who you're
real
with and what you're doing,
exactly,
and how you approach women.
Exactly, because the thing is, if you put it on.
Oh, this reminds me of when I was out with you and Miles Cunningham, and there was that beautiful woman that he just sauntered up to and got her phone number.
Exactly.
It's like, damn.
Right. Like when me and Miles was in Houston, and Steve Dedeen couldn't attest to this because we went out there to film Steve Dedeen for the Game Kings documentary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And me and Miles was with Steve, and we was in this building, and there was this really hot chick, and Miles went and approached her and was going in, and Steve was hyped because he was like, see, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, in person, you can't trick. There's no tricks. There's no gimmicks. There's no camera angles. There's no fucking editing. There's nothing. Because this is the thing that people don't understand about, you know, pickup artists. They call it infill videos.
Right.
Is that, one, it can be edited so that they edit it to show you the highlights, what they want you to see. Two, the woman could be hired. And three, even if, let's say, the woman isn't hired and it's actually a real woman, they're actually approaching and making shit happen. What you have to understand is when you're on camera, it's never authentic. I'm going to say that again. When you're on camera, it's never authentic. Why? Because you are subconsciously, or sometimes consciously, but a lot of times it will be even subconscious, where you're performing for the camera. So you're not really doing what you would actually really do in real life. You see what I'm saying? So because the camera's there, you're trying to get the best, you know, you're trying to get the best, like, situation. So sometimes what'll happen is...
And there's talking off camera that happens.
Yeah, and this is the thing, like... Because the thing is this,
like, we started this conversation...
Right, we started off camera, right.
And we were like, hey, we should record this.
Right. Because this is the thing. What happens is, you know, when you're on camera, or when you're I should say when you're off camera, when there's no cameras around and you're just chilling, you know, you're at a bar, you're at a club with your boys or whatever. What happens is that real picking up of women is not necessarily that exciting to watch. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that exciting. It's actually boring in some situations.
It's not really a TV show.
Exactly.
It's real life.
It's real life is kind of like whatever. It's kind of like there's not. So a lot of times when you watch pickup artist videos and all this other stuff, they like to jazz it up. They like to, you know, jump around and do a lot of clown shit. to make it look even more entertaining.
Right. Because it is
because they're trying to entertain, right?
And if you're gonna sit there and watch it,
right? And so this is what this is what I try to explain to people is that you have to meet the coach in person if you actually want to get the real deal. And another thing too, and shout out to my dude Ron Wills because he was talking about this on his Patreon. Oh, you guys should subscribe to Ron Wills' Patreon. He was talking about discretion, and I think Alan Roger Curry is talking about this too, basically saying that and again, this is where it comes to learning the game and being on point when it comes to game. Discretion is key because a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to meet these women, and if they see you're all over the place with, like you posting up pictures and fucking, videos of you taking shots of women's asses and all this other shit. One, if you're doing it on a sneak tip, a chick could sue you. Two, understand what I'm saying? Two, if this chick, let's say you're messing with a chick who's cheating on her man. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't even know she's cheating on her man, right? So you sneak in and film some shit. Her man sees the shit because maybe her man watches your YouTube, right? So now he's a simp. So after he kills her, he's gonna kill you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too about discretion is that what happens is that when a chick knows that you can keep quiet, they want to fuck with you more. Meaning more women will want to mess with you because you know how to keep your mouth closed. You see what I'm saying? So as the coach in the coach's personal life, he wants to be able to still have his thing going because he doesn't want to fuck up his situation by, being a guy has a big ass mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And careless about people's how they present themselves.
Right.
So what's interesting is you're talking about women that you might meet who are deciding whether you're someone they want to mess with.
Right.
But I'm also thinking about women who you're already involved with, and how they might feel about videos of you with making out with some random woman or picking someone up, right? Because the fact is, jealousy is a real thing.
Yeah.
Regardless of how open-minded you are, how much you're into a guy, or how much you embrace the world of polyamory, right? There's still feelings around that you need to take care of in a relationship.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, people are going to get jealous regardless of what you're doing in certain situations. But, you know what I'm saying? But I see your point. But you know what I'm saying? But either way, what I'm saying is this, is that, again, I can't teach you that or try to get you to recognize and realize that you're the shit when me and you are oogling at this chick like she's the shit. You can't have it both ways. You understand what I'm saying? How am I going to teach you you're the shit when I'm making her the shit? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't go together. You see what I mean? And so it goes against, because as soon as you do that, you're putting the chick on the pedestal. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and you're consistent with that message.
Right, right.
Of you, the man who's doing your thing, you prioritize yourself. You love yourself first.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And how are you doing that if you're one of those videos we watched, that guy had a pretty hot woman.
Yeah,
that
so
clearly they were on a date. I mean, I think that it wasn't. It looked like a real date, and she was clearly hot.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, well, that seems kind of convincing.
I know, but what I'm saying is, so what? Anybody can get a hot girl. You know what I'm saying? It's that's not a big deal. I basically, last week I was on a different date every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And you only date hot women.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just so what? And that's what I'm saying. Right.
And if you brought a camera with you, you'd be like,
right. But this is what I'm saying.
You have them all on camera.
This is what I want people to understand.
Yeah.
That's not impressive. You understand what I'm saying? This is what would impress me. show me, this is what would impress me. Show me you fucking with a chick and she buys you a car and a house. That would impress me. You know what I'm saying? This is what would impress me. You know, fuck with a chick who is going to invest 10 to 15 grand in your business. You know what I'm saying? That'll impress me. But you being able to get a chick and turn your camera on for 15 seconds and look at her ass, come on, my guy. Come on. That's not impressive. This is what I'm saying. I want dudes to get on a higher level of fucking thinking. That's not impressive. You see what I'm saying? Like who cares that, like, it's, oh my God. It's too easy to get a chick to meet you, man. It's so easy. You could go on Tinder right now, swipe on 100, 200 women. You probably get, let's say you get 15 matches. Out of those 15, you get 7 to meet you up, 6 to meet you up. Then you could turn on your camera and you can be a pimp too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. See, I like when smart people watch my shit, because there's a lot of dumb people out there who watch other shit. But smart, like, I want dudes to stay smart and stay sharp. And you can't stay smart and stay sharp doing goofy shit. And so I can't teach you the real shit when you want me to do the goofy shit. It doesn't compute. It doesn't go together. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's an oxymoron. You see what I mean? And so, and this is the thing, I always tell guys, there's a lot of fucking videos of guys approaching chicks in the street, doing all that other stuff. You can watch. I watch some of the videos. It's entertaining. I look at it as entertainment because I know how shit really works in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's entertaining. You understand what I'm saying? The thing that I hear is dudes will be like, oh, but how do I know that you know what you're talking about? Now listen, if I've been doing
that's
this,
a valid question.
No, and I got a valid answer. If I've been doing this for over a decade, right? Been doing it for over a decade. I have 6 books. I have testimonials from real people, not shit I wrote on a fucking, Word document. People calling in where there's documented, you could see it there.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
I have people who actually came out and met me in person who can tell you these things. So that's why I say meet me in person. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy in person so that you can actually see because I could literally tomorrow get a camera and go out there and film myself approaching girls, making out with chicks in the street. My question to you is, how would you know if it's real or not?
Well, you could do that for real also.
No, but I'm saying, how would they know it's real or not? Because I could just fake the whole shit. I could make it look like a goddamn Tarantino movie. How are they going to know it's real? And the answer is they can't. You see what I'm saying? The only way you can know it's real is if you're in front of me. That's literally the only way.
I mean, yes and no. I feel like some of those videos, I was like, yeah, I'm convinced. I think that's
because
really
you're
dating.
only convinced. Again, you're only going to be convinced if you're slow. I'm sorry to say. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Because what you should
convincing.
No. What you should be doing is you should be thinking critically about everything. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Even what I say. No matter what anyone says, you have to think. Don't just take shit. Don't take what people say for face value, and don't take what you see on the screen for face value.
Okay.
This is what I'm trying to get people to another elevated level of thinking and being more intelligent. This is what I'm saying is that if you see it on the camera, it could always be doctored. It could always be fucking tampered with. This is what I'm trying to say. You understand? I remember. Listen, when I was in fucking high school, right? There was a girl who I liked, and I wanted to go to the prom with her, right? But she didn't want to go with me. So guess who I took to the prom? My cousin,
Nikki.
right? I took my cousin Nikki to the prom.
She's hot,
and Nikki was looking bad that night.
Yeah, Nikki's hot.
So I go in with Nikki, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck is this? Oh my god!" And the chick that liked me, she was on my nuts the whole fucking night. You feel what I'm saying? But see, again, This is what I'm talking about. Shit can be faked. Shit can be portrayed in a way so that you can perceive something a certain way. This is why you have to question everything. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying where, it looks convincing, but ask questions.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so when you're actually out with the coach in person, in real time, going from venue to venue, interact, you understand what I'm saying? You're in the real situation. Everything else is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Everything else is bullshit. And this is why I don't even waste time doing it in that manner, because it's a waste of my time and yours. Because the fact that it could be disputed means it's a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? Like, this should
just have better things to take videos of.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What was funny was I was listening to this is a guy named Tyler from this company RSD that he runs. He said, I remember he said this in a video, he said that he thought if he would go out and film himself talking to women and interacting with women, he was like, I thought that, that would make everything work or make everything like, but then he was like, oh, as soon as I started filming, people was like, oh, but you hired those girls and those girls are fake and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you can't win no matter what. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. You actually have to go out there and be with the person in person. You see what I'm saying? Because other than that, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not really real until you see it with your own two eyes in front of there, where you could touch and feel the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. Lucario, when is your next live event?
Well, I'm going to have to get back to y'all with that, because we're working on this Game Kings documentary, people, so, look out for that. All right, we out. Peace. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.